Hey guys, Deathslayer Magic here, and Wizards released one of the dumbest articles I've ever read in my entire life on their website. It's just absolute drudgery mixed with stupidity, mixed with statements that make no sense, and it was written by some guy I've never heard of named Matt Cavata. Honestly, by the profile picture, he just looks as wonderful as this article. So news point number one, let me save you 2 pages of just the worst thing I've ever read. They're changing the logo. I'm looking at the new version and I couldn't tell you what they changed. I think they made the word The Gathering smaller and the Planeswalker logo bigger, but oh my God, will they not shut the hell up about it? Oh, it means this and it means that and blah, 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 circular statements and it's going to be everywhere. And blah. It's like they told him to write an article so he's like stretching it out because it has to be like 3 pages minimum or he'll get a D on it. Here, let me read some fun quotes from this absolute dumpster fire of an article. You'll see our brand icon, the Planeswalker symbol, promoted to a command position in our identity system. What the hell does that mean? It's like they felt the need to attempt to almost explain themselves for this awful new logo. By the way, it looks terrible. I know Photoshop. I got trained in college in Photoshop and graphics design. It looks atrocious. It's non-symmetrical. Just like the inner lighting doesn't make any sense, and the slight like heat rising thing in the middle is barely perceptible even on a computer monitor, let alone on a printed media. It's just completely terrible. Like the inner glow is actually offset. Like it's further to the bottom right than it is to the top left, which is usually what you do with a shadow filter. Anyway, they go on to say, well, it's orange and it catches your eye, so if you see it on a product, know it's ours. Did they really think we're that stupid that we wouldn't know? And then, of course, they're like, it signifies that it's an official Magic branded product. Not really, because literally the next paragraph is, here's something made by Ultra Pro. Go buy it. Oh, God, I got to read this statement. This'll piss you off. From what we've heard so far, players are stoked about what they've seen of the Dominaria cards on the interwebs. Hey, kiddies, aren't we cool for using the word stoked in interwebs? We're not old and from Seattle at all. No joke, the next sentence is, but, so it starts with the word but, that's always great writing, but when players finally have cardboard in hand, who the hell uses that term? Surely they'll want to shield the cards from spills and chip dust. What? Are we going back to Lady Doritos? Is this the other side of it? Here, let me translate this, okay? You're all a bunch of disgusting slob nerds, and you need to get your disgusting, just nacho cheese dust encrusted Dorito paws off of our freaking cards. You make me sick just thinking about you. Here, buy some Ultra Pro card sleeves. No, seriously, they're using that paragraph to sell Ultra Pro card sleeves, in which the black mana symbol is purple for no reason other than the entire card sleeve is black and the whole thing just, it looks like a counterfeit. They could have been more like demeaning and insulting to their player base if they tried. I mean, this is chip dust and spills. You're all a bunch of slobs, you bunch of frickin' fat nerds. Get your Dorito hands off my cards. What the hell? Who approved this? Did this guy like hack the website and upload this article as a joke? And then it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on with a bunch of fluff that's basically, here, let me summarize it. The new logo will be in MTGO. The new logo will also be in Arena. There, I just saved you 2 pages. 2 pages of reading. You think I'm kidding? Here, let me read it for you. It's fairly evident that the Magic logo, the MTG Arena logo, and the Magic Online logo all fall into the same basic footprint, anchored by a prominent Planeswalker symbol. The alignment is by design. Any logo you see now or will see in the future that falls into this footprint represents a product or program where you play, watch, collect, or otherwise enjoy the Magic signature card game. Nobody calls it that. That was boring as hell, and basically you could have just shortened it to, we're going to use this new logo on all of our products. Look for it. So this entire article is a waste of time, except for this next section, which is why I wanted to make this video. You know Heroes of Dominaria, the board game that was already leaked way ahead of time because they brought a big banner with its name on it to some toy fair and then pretended like it didn't happen and didn't comment on it. That was weird. I guess it's basically the sequel to Explorers of Ixalan. Now, that product was fantastic, except it's like, who is it for? So it kind of wasn't fantastic. I mean, it was basically Plane Chase, where you spend mana to like flip tiles over, and then they act as like a spell or an artifact or an enchantment or something. So it's just, it adds another thing, another dynamic, and another thing to perpetually spend your mana on. So it's very similar to Plane Chase. I would even say better done. It looked like a riot, but $60 was crazy. And I think they were targeting board game people who would like step into an LGS and buy Settlers of Catan or some weird version of Monopoly or, you know, Munchkin even or something like that. And they'd be like, oh, cool, a Magic the Gathering board game. Let's pick it up. Oh, crap, you have to know exactly how to play Magic already. The whole game. And I mean, I'm sure there was some literature trying to teach you, but I mean, come on. So it wasn't a board game. It was a Magic the Gathering product. So people who bought it would probably be kind of pissed. So get this, okay? No Magic cards in Heroes of Dominaria, the board game, at all. I mean, let me just read what they wrote. Heroes of Dominaria is a wholly new gameplay experience that requires zero knowledge of the card game to enjoy and master. Boy, that is really on the head with the complaint about Explorers. Anyway, but it will reward Magic card game fans with familiar bits of arcane nostalgia in names, places, and concepts from the world of Dominaria. Okay, so this is going to be about as close as Neverwinter was to actual D&D, which... no, I mean, you had like 4,000 hit points. That game wasn't even close. The game does not include Magic cards, so it follows a different logo structure, a wholly new logo type, which is all one word apparently, endorsed by the Magic the Gathering secondary logo. They're making it sound like the logo endorsed a logo. Like, I get what they're saying, kind of, but like, this is just weird. Like, who just lets people who don't know how to write articles that make no sense or are just fluffy padded nonsense, and they're like, yeah, sure, throw it up on the website. Who cares? Nobody reads it anyway. So what they're trying to say through this entire article is there's a secondary logo that means it's from us, but it's not a Magic the Gathering product, I guess. And honestly, it's the same logo. I mean, they put the word The Gathering on the same line. Otherwise, it's the same Planeswalker symbol. It's the same font. It's the same damn logo. You didn't change anything. It's not even a secondary logo. This doesn't make any damn sense. And what would top off this dumpster fire of an article at the end? Hey, we're hiring. Please email us at mtgcreativeworks@wizards.com with the following subject line: franchise team designer - your name, your current resume, and a link to your online portfolio if you have one, in 3 JPEGs, maximum of 1500 pixels square, which by the way is stupidly tiny, each one representation of one of your design superpowers. This article was written for 8-year-olds, I swear. Oh, by the way, the franchise team designer is responsible for, let's see, how did they put this? They're going to be part of a franchise creative team at Wizards that develops and shares out Magic brand and IP creative materials. So in other words, artwork, storylines, characters. And they work with partners inside and outside of Wizards, which that doesn't even make sense, to make powerful, authentic expressions of Magic. I mean, we already knew this, but they're just putting together the team now. That's like... a concerning amount of time has passed and they're just hiring. Just starting to hire people. Not even hiring. They're just starting to look for people to get resumes from. They're looking for applicants. My God, like, this is why we never saw a Wizards of the Coast movie. Just kidding. There's literally a completely different reason. But get ready for some Wizards of the Coast backpacks or something. I don't know. They're just trying to spread it around like crazy, and they should have done this 10 years ago. And they kind of did. It just didn't work. So they should either do it correctly or give up, one of the two. And it sounds like they're just going to double down on continuing to do it wrong. But I don't know. We'll see what comes out of it. Puzzle Quest was a huge success and it made a ton of money. So, I mean, whatever. Now, I'm not saying anybody should send mtgcreativeworks@wizards.com a whole bunch of troll joke emails with hand-drawn stick figures and clearly fake names, because that just wouldn't be polite and it's probably not a worthwhile use of time. But I'm also not going to tell you how to live your life. Well, I, for one, am going to contact their franchise creative, whatever the hell team about making a Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering themed hot dog stand. Also, I got to throw in another article. They kind of hinted at something if you read between the lines. It looks like the core set will also take place on Dominaria, and it will be the history of the multiverse. We already have pretty strong evidence that will involve Dominaria because it just happens to be at the center of the different planes in the multiverse, whatever, if I remember this correctly. And also, it might have something to do with like how Magic first arose and how people first started to use Magic and that kind of stuff. And I think it might have a new mechanic about like magical discovery or something. That's what I got from it, so that'll be kind of interesting. I kind of like little subtle teasers like that aren't even obvious that they are teasers. So honestly, besides that, kind of a slow news day. I don't think Chapter 3 is out yet either, so yeah, probably going to go make some Far Cry 5 videos. Oh, and also my second channel didn't make it to 4,000 hours. I literally thought Far Cry 5 was coming out next week. It turns out it already is next week, and I just have a poor concept of time. And I think it's out today, actually. So I think I'm just going to piss everybody on this channel off and upload a whole bunch of gameplay to this one. That makes sense, when I literally have a gaming channel. Whatever, this one's already more qualified and dug in and aged and pre-qualified and all this other crap to show its videos on the sides as suggestions from other people's videos. So if I get the keywords right, boom, I could get, you know, 1 million people watching the videos. So they're just going to have to be here for now, and then I'll move them or something. I don't know. It's a mess. YouTube is one giant mess, as always. So I'll see you guys next video.